Hey everybody, welcome back, and this is part 3 of our Q&As. This is TikTok questions. We've done Facebook questions that y'all left there, we've done Instagram, and now we're doing our TikTok questions. And the monkeys are out here, they're eating and playing. Let me get this set back up. But let me get my glasses on so that I can see. All right, this is from Piper. How do you take temperature, the temperature on your spider monkeys? We have a rectal thermometer.
And if you don't know what that means in the hind end.
I think everybody knows what that is.
Not really. Rectals are just a word you might not know what it is. So it's up their butthole.
Jeez.
She asked.
Yes, but you just don't always have to do like that. You can just answer it like a normal person.
We check it in their booty hole.
That's not normal either.
Pretty normal.
But that's how we would check it, and obviously we would just have a separate one. Or I need to just let
I swapped them one time.
I need to just use it and check Kevin's with it the next time he's sick.
She checks hers in her mouth. And I swap them a lot.
This is from Amy Hunt, 915. How did y'all train the monkeys so well, and how long did it take?
We're still training.
They're still in training, yes.
And we really didn't train them. We just live like we're going to live every day, and they just go along with it.
So the biggest thing that we do is we are with them 24 hours a day, and that's been the case ever since the day we got them. Ever since the day we brought them home. So, I mean, literally, we've not left them overnight, anything, since the day they came to us. So, that's the biggest thing, is that you have to spend all your days and time with them, and that trains them as much as you can.
Very, very well worded.
All right, let me get to the next one. But they will always be in training. If you're saying to the question of how long did it take, they'll remain in training their whole life pretty much, and so will we. Barbara Carpenter, I enjoy keeping up with the whole family. I was wondering, do you have to trim the monkeys' nails? What about maintenance on the camel's feet? Thank you for all the joy you provide. So for the monkeys, we was having to file bears pretty regularly, but now, especially in the summer, he plays on the concrete, out here. He's climbing trees, all that stuff. So we don't have to file his near as much. The spider monkeys we've never filed because they just keep theirs naturally filed. So theirs has not been an issue. I know there's other people that says their spider monkeys get long, but ours we've not had an issue with that.
Ours might bite them at night.
Well, we know Bear does that.
The other ones might.
Yeah, we know Bear does that. Now you can answer the camel's feet. Is there any maintenance on the camel's feet?
No, there's not.
Explain their feet and why.
Their feet is like an Indian moccasin. It's very soft on the
Some
bottom.
people probably think they may have hooves like a cow or like a horse, but they do not. It's
like
soft.
Like an isotoner flipper.
Or like what's those popular shoes? The
Hey Dudes.
Yeah, the Hey Dudes. Kind of like the bottom of those is kind of how I would explain it. And it's really quiet and really soft and padded. So we wondered how we were going to get. We at first thought they had hooves too. There. Can you not get on me with that, buddy? Here, go to your daddy.
You can sit right there. Okay.
But no, their feet, unless they injure them or something like that, we're not going to have to do a whole lot to the camel's feet, thankfully. They're pretty low maintenance of an animal, actually, and pretty hardy as far as not having to do a whole lot. A lot. So, there's that. Hope that answers your question.
Got that old tray.
All right. Kevin's phone is... Bear just dropped the whole camera.
He didn't drop it. He mashed a button
I
and
know.
Lowered the stand.
Bear quit. This is real life, so we're just going to go with it.
Oh, yeah.
Now I got to get it back level and everything else.
Bear, come on, quit.
All right. Next question. Heather in Canada. I'm curious on how much they weigh. They look so light, just curious. So Bear is really light. He's like 5.5 pounds. Froggy's probably getting closer to 6 pounds.
Lucy's about 13, 14 pounds. Rooster's about 14, 15. Bella's 15, 16. Birdie's probably 14, 15. So none of them's over 15, 16 pounds.
But none of the spider monkeys are full grown yet. They still got a lot of growing to do. Maybe not a lot, but they've still got growing to do. They could be 20 to 30 pounds, 3 to 4 foot tall. Connie Stark, I'm curious to know what their fur feels like. Is it soft?
It's kind of like a horse's mane. Maybe a little softer than a horse's mane.
It's kind of like our human hair, like our hair, except it might be a little bit drier, is how I'd explain the spider monkeys. Now Bear is soft. His is softer than the spider monkeys, but it's like human hair. So like soft human hair. Trisha, question, do they usually sleep through the night or do they wake up periodically? And if they do wake up, do they go right back to sleep or do they stay awake?
I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, they stay awake a lot.
At night.
Oh, they sleep good.
They sleep all night long unless they're
Baby.
sick. I'm telling you, this is why he can't film. He has a one-track mind and he cannot multitask at all.
They sleep through the night and they get up in the mornings and play like crazy.
They sleep all night long unless they're sick, just like a child would or something. If they get sick, obviously we have to get up with them. Like sometimes Rooster has a tummy ache and he'll throw up in the night. He whistles and he stays awake for a little while, and we go usually put him in the bathtub and get him cleaned up and get him situated, and then he'll go back in there and go back to sleep and settle back down, kind of like just like a kid would. He might fuss for a little bit, and sometimes he's just slept with us the remainder of the night when that's happened too, just depending. But normally they sleep all night long unless they're sick. All right, from Kathy Evans. Love your videos. Just wondering how y'all got started with all the animals. Are y'all a rescue or did it start as one pet monkey and just grow?
Number 2.
You gotta go poop.
Yeah, it just growed. We got one that growed.
I'm the one that wanted the monkeys. I love animals, all animals. So it was a lifetime dream for me to have a monkey, and we just got to the time in our life to where we could do it, and so we did. And we ended up with 3, obviously, 3 of our own that we adopted. We are not a rescue, but we have rehomed animals or, animals that we've taken from other people that just no longer wanted to take care of them. But then we have 3 rehomed monkeys that were also just rehomed to us because people could no longer take care of them. So that's why we have 6 now, and we are at our limit. We will not be taking any more monkeys. So that's how it came about, and that's how we ended up with what we got. Not because we actively went out looking for them, just people saw the happiness, I guess, or how we was caring for our monkeys, and they reached out, and after they no longer could take care of theirs, asked if we would take care of theirs. So
it's kind of like your boss at work sees you working and doing really good and then asks you to do more and more and more.
But no more.
No more.
So that's how we got this little stinker right here. But we sure are glad we got him.
We've been saying no, but 3 months ago we said yes.
Yeah. All right. Next question is from Summer. Do the spider monkeys not like Bear?
They love Bear.
All the monkeys love each other. I know to y'all it may appear not that way. They play all day long together. He's not separated from them ever.
If you have
unless
brothers,
it's in like an small enclosed space.
Brothers and sisters growing up, I bet there was people say, boy, they sure don't like each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing any different than kids and brothers and sisters at home. They have their little moments, but then they all get along great. Bear grooms all of them. They actively go to Bear to be groomed. So they love Bear, but there's times that they get on each other's nerves, if that makes sense. Next question from her also is, do they try to talk? Can they sense when you're sad, and how intelligent are they?
They're very
She packed in
intelligent.
a lot of questions.
She did.
That's okay, Summer.
Sneaky.
She's sneaky. She got in all of hers at once. They talk, but it's in monkey talk. It's in their own language, but they have certain sounds to where we know what they're trying to communicate to us and what their sounds mean. And can you sense when they're sad? I mean, Bear for sure. He's almost like a toddler when he's upset. He has a cry that he does just like he's pitching a fit or like a tantrum or whatever, but no tears as far as literal tears or anything like that. And then how intelligent are they? They are super smart. I mean, I can't explain how smart they are, but they're one of the highest, smartest animals there are out there as far as animals. Wouldn't you say?
I would say.
So all monkeys are smart. This one's from Hannah. Can we get t-shirts of Bear or merch with the snuff can and monster in his hand? That's my favorite picture of him. It makes my day every time it pops up. Yes. That is actually the picture that we used for the t-shirts. It won't be just Bear. It'll be all 6 monkeys. But his picture with that on there is on the next shirts. And we are very close to having the shirts ready to be.
Don't say 2 weeks again.
No, I'm not saying 2. That's just what I've been told. I say what I've been told. But yeah, it's took longer than 2 weeks now. So we're just waiting on it to be finalized, and then we'll be ready to sell some more shirts. But it is a pre-order. So once we put that link on there, you'll have a certain amount of time to pre-order, and then they'll be sent out to you once the pre-order closes. So it takes a little bit of time to get all that done, because last time we had over 1,000 shirts, or right at 1,000 shirts that we sold. So that was a huge order, because we don't have much help. It's just been me and Kevin, and then the people that make the shirts have a couple of people that help us do it too. So it's a big job for just that small of amount of people. All right. This is from K-Star. I want to know all about the house, like when did you decide to build it? What rooms are in it? So we built the house. It'll be 5 years ago. In November. Or actually, it's already been 5 years. We've been out here since April. But the house was done in around November. But I'm the one that come up with the house design. I just drew it on a piece of poster board. We've actually got it in the house. There were no house plans. And I was just here with the guy that done the framing. We just had a framer. We didn't have a contractor, because that was me and Kevin when he was here, but mostly me. But I was just here with the framer and was here to make sure we got what we wanted and things done where I wanted it. And then as far as what rooms, we showed the house a lot, especially more in the winter when we're inside on lives. But it's just a wide open space pretty much, with 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, actually 2 living rooms, because we have our separate living room now, and then the monkeys have a big living room area in the back, plus a lot of outside porch covered space. But everything is heated and covered and heated and cooled and all that good stuff too. So, but we've showed our house, and we'll show the house, as we go along in the videos too. And then Christine has a question. Is there a pair of monkeys that tend to bicker more than the others? Let me see who you think it is.
Bella and whoever else you want to say.
Bella picks on all of them. As far as the monkeys, she'll go by and just pull their tail, yank their tail, and run. Froggy's climbing the stand right here. So Bella has really got to where she done that, but you have to remember Bella was an only monkey. She didn't have monkey siblings, so she kind of doesn't know how to play like they do. And then if you're wanting to compare other ones, it would be Bella with Bear or Bear with Rooster, probably is who I would say. Mm-hmm. Now Froggy's coming in hot too, just right behind them. But Birdie, like I said, Birdie and Lucy, it's really rare that Birdie and Lucy ever cause any issues amongst any of the monkeys. And Rooster really don't either. Rooster don't cause problems with Bear. Bear causes problems with Rooster. All right, this one's from Claire Mack. My absolute favorite account on here. Would like to know if any of the monkeys will mate and have babies? And if not, how do you prevent that? Thanks.
They've all had surgeries. They're not mating.
We won't be having any monkey babies. All have had their surgeries except for Froggy, and that's just because he's a baby and we've only had him for a certain amount of time. But probably come October, November is when we'll take him to have his surgery done, and he'll be the last one. We've said that before too, but he's the last one. So that's how we prevent that, and it does help with aggression, and it helps the girls as far as cancer issues down the road and things like that too. Simply Kathy, WAC, is Kevin always funny? You both are so good together. No. He has his moods and mood swings just like everybody. Now, I say no, but there's not a day that goes by that we don't laugh. Ever.
Even if we don't feel good.
Yeah, even when we don't feel good. We've never went a day without laughing.
We laugh about not feeling good.
At each other. And that's the whole time we've been together. So that's been 30-something years now.
Wow.
We've only been married 27 of that in September, but we dated for 5 years too. So 30-something years total. And then we grew up together too. Michelle Seaman 956. What do you feed the camels?
Sweet feed, hay, and they got a bunch of grass back there that they eat on.
They can have treats, certain treats too, like fruits and things like that, apples and
right
stuff
now,
like that.
they don't like a whole lot of that, though. They're still young.
Yeah. So they're pretty simple, pretty much like a horse or a cow. Froggy's trying to get the thing again. Froggy, we can't dance on this right here, buddy. See if you can go over there and play. There you go. All right. Gigi to Natty Arthur. How much do you sell the babies for? What's your price on them, Kevin?
If I had an account, y'all could PM me or whatever they call it, DM me. I don't have an account to do
Venmo
stuff.
you?
Yeah, Venmo me. I just don't, we don't sell them.
No, we don't sell them. We don't promote people buying them. We don't tell anybody where to get a monkey.
We didn't sell our kids, so we can't sell these.
We don't advertise. So if you see any of that on any of our pages or any of our platforms, those are scammers. Always scammers. If they're commenting to you, hey, I have a baby monkey, or I know these people that they'll recommend selling a baby. All those people are scammers. It's not us. Kevin, you've got to keep him off of this pole. You just let him go.
No, he wanted down. Play with
So
Daddy.
no, we don't
Play
do
with
any
Daddy.
of that. Take him over there and let him play and come right back. Just walk him over there.
I'm on film. We can't get up. That's rude.
I can edit it.
That's
what you always
we don't
say.
Edit.
All right, Marie Bashano, something, 255. Question is, I know that they can live up to 50 years. God forbid anything ever happens. What happens to the monkeys? Will they go to family members?
We're building
You'll
a
send them.
building.
Where do you want to send them?
I'd really like to send them to Ricky and Gail. 2 of them.
We'll let my mom and daddy take a couple.
Yeah, 2
Your
of
mom and daddy. Except if we die, they're most likely not going to be here either. Because they're older than us.
We're trying to make plans for them.
So we are building a big building here for them so that if Kevin and I get sick or can't take care of them, we're making it to where somebody could come in and sit with us and just help us clean after them and help us feed them, but to where Kevin and I could still spend all of our time with them. It would just be a place to where they wouldn't have to wear diapers or anything like that, because they're not going to let anybody else change their diaper. They would interact with people. They would let people feed them, but they wouldn't let people do their diaper changes and stuff. So we're building a big building with an inside-outside space too, heated and cooled, with drains that we can hose down, that will be to where if we have an emergency and had to leave them, or if something happened physically, health-wise with me and Kevin, or if we both die, somebody in the family could get the house and still take care of them and let them live here forever.
There'll be stipulations.
Yeah, there's going to be stipulations to who gets our property.
Take care of my monkeys, you can have the property.
So, I don't know if I have it. They're going to have to fight it out amongst themselves because we got 3 kids.
We're not going to worry about it because we're going to be dead.
Yeah. So, that's how that's going to go. All right. Jaslina, maybe?
Vaseline.
Jaslina. Jaclyna. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Jacqueline.
No. Who watches the animals when you are out of town or away with the monkeys? Either somebody in the family, Kevin's mom, our kids, somebody like that. Obviously, we have arrangements for the animals if we leave town or no one's here with them, that somebody stays here with the animals and takes care of them in the house. From Summer, do the others get jealous of Bear sleeping with you? Do you feel a little guilty not taking turns?
No.
The others do not get jealous, no, because they
You little
go get
devil.
them.
Who was that?
Birdie again. And y'all see how fast that happened. Pretty funny though. She's a pro at it. They don't ever miss their mark. These are not the ones that she's already damaged. These are the new cheap reading glasses. But do the others get jealous of sleeping with you, and do you feel not guilty taking turns? So back to that question. The spider monkeys love all sleeping together in their space, and they love their bed that we have for them. And their body temperatures are like 101, so it's really sweet. I don't know, y'all seen videos in the past where they want to sleep right on our face, on our neck, all bundled up together. And that's incredibly hot. You can't breathe. They even cover your nose holes pretty much to where you just can't breathe and sleep. So it's really sweet that they want to be that close, but it's impossible to get any rest. So that's why they sleep separate. They don't seem jealous of Bear at all, sleeping with us. And we tried taking turns sleeping with like one spider or something like that. But they honestly don't rest as well if they sleep with us. If they rest in their space all bundled up together, that's what they're used to and that's what they like. They toss and turn all night. We have done it, and they toss and turn all night, so none of us gets really good sleep if they sleep with us. So I hope that answers your question. And I think that's all.
Do you remember when we were building their house in there and we tried to sleep with them for 2 or 3 nights?
I'll never forget, Kevin, because it wasn't pleasant. We tried to sleep with them, I think, the first 2 nights in our bedroom with them. And then we finally just left and slept on the couch because it just would not, we couldn't sleep. Now, they slept fine. And they would all, if we would just give them our room, they would all sleep on our bed, on our king-size bed every night. That's where they'd all sleep. But we like our room, and we like being in there with them. Froggy.
Pole dancer, you.
He is just working this pole like crazy, buddy. He's spinning around it and everything. He thinks it's a new toy. That's your boy right there, Kevin.
You sit here and act like somebody.
Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the questions. We still need to get our YouTube questions. I really haven't let them be able to ask questions yet, but I need to give them a chance to ask questions too and do a video for them. So there may be a part 4 if we can get that done.
Lonesome Dove. Just be 4 or 5 parts of it. Oh. Go ahead, finish this thing up.
We appreciate y'all watching. We hope y'all...
We're going to miss y'all. Part 4 is coming soon.
Are you done?
Yeah. Old answer.
We hope y'all enjoyed. Hope we got lots of questions answered. I know there's some, I try to pick questions that aren't asked every time, but then there are a lot of questions that are just asked every time on every platform.
Jamie's 46, and she wears a size 9 shoe, and she has beautiful bosoms. I don't know what size brassiere she wears, I'd tell you that too. Double D, Jamie.
No. Can you just not?
All right, come here, buddy.
Not for once.
I'm just going to talk to Froggy. My name's Kevin. I'm 46 years old. I'm married with 3 kids and 6 monkeys. and I'm not available.
Has anybody else got a chance in this life?
No. 0. I'm married to the greatest woman that God ever put on this earth.
What are you wanting?
Huh?
Is this because you're leaving tomorrow?
Why are you biting me, little fella?
He's saying these things because he's fixing to start leaving to go hunting a lot.
Oh, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
Nah.
I'm just a lucky, lucky man.
Boy, am I blessed too.
You ought to be.
I know I should be. I'm just not.
That wasn't nice.
All right. Y'all have a good one. You got anything else to say?
I'm trying to think of some more questions I could answer for them. I'm at a loss.
Tell them bye.
Bye, everybody.
See you next time.
Part 4.